Hello everyone. Today we'll be looking about the project human resource management. So as you know, human resource is a very famous department in almost all the companies. So it has become very important and a necessary management in all the companies. So these are the learning objectives that will guide you on what are the objectives of learning this lecture. So you can go through that. So now let's see about the importance of human resource management. So as you can say, many corporate companies saying that people are our most important assets. So people determine the success and failure of a company based on the project. So the projects are run by the people. So people are the main impact on whether a project is going to be successful or not. So that is why each and every company has these HR divisions in their management. So now let's see what is human resource. What is the project human resource management? So the definition is making the most effective use of the people involved with the project. So whenever the most effective use of the people has been taken to a project, that project is going to be very successful. But at the same time, the people working in that project should also be happy of working in that project. So there are mainly four processes that matters in project human resource management. So initially we need to plan the human resource management, then we need to acquire the project team, then we need to develop the project team, and finally we need to manage the project team. So we'll be seeing about what are these in details in the upcoming slides. So this is the basic summary of the project human resource management. So you can see in the planning state of project human state management, the output would be the human resource plan. And then whenever we are in the state of executing that plan, the output would be, so whenever acquiring the project team, the output would be the project staff assignment and resource calendars and project management plan updates. And in the same executing process, when we develop the project team, the outputs would be team performance assessments, enterprise environmental factor updates. And finally, when we are monitoring and controlling the project human resource management, then the output would be change request, project management plan updates, and project document update. Likewise, there are many things that many outputs for this monitoring and controlling. So now let's see about what are the keys on managing the people. So psychologists and the managing theorist states that the thought to the field of managing people at work. How can we do this? So there are important areas related to managing the people. So there are motivation theories, there are influence and powers, and the effectiveness. So now let's see about how to develop the human resource plan. So this involves detecting and documenting the project roles, responsibilities, and reporting the relationships. So that is a very important task. And the contents included in a human resource plan is, we will have project organizational charts, we will have staff management plan, we will have responsibility assignment matrices, and also we will have resource histograms. So now let's see about an organizational chart for a large IT project. So for small projects, there are no much information included in this organizational chart. But if it is a large project, there is this structured chart. So the project manager would be the person who will overlooking from the upper level, and then you will have the deputy project manager who will be acting as the uh, assistant of project manager. And then under the project managers, there will be system engineers, independent test groups, project technical lead, quality assurance engineers, and configuration management. So under them, there are people who works related to that part, and under that person, that particular managerial level person, there will be several teams. So this is how a project organizational chart looks like for a large IT company. And then we have something called responsibility assignment matrix. So this matrix helps to map the work of the project as described in the work breakdown structure to the people responsible for performing the work as described in OBS. So this can be created in different ways to meet up the unique project needs. So if you take this sample uh, responsibility assignment matrix, we can call it as RAM. So here you can see R means responsibility organizational unit and P means performing organizational unit. So here, according to the work breakdown structures task, each task would be assigned to a responsibility organizational unit, or as well as which unit is going to perform it. So likewise, we will list down and tag each task to their relative organizational unit. So this is a sample RAC chart. So here R means responsibility, A means accountability, and C means consultation, and I means inform. So there are several groups assigned to these uh, several tasks, and we can list down which group is responsible and which group is going to accounted this one, and which group is going to act as the consultants, and which group has he have the responsibility of informing this. So which group should be informed about this particular task. So this is also another way that you can report how you are managing the human, how you are developing a human resource plan. And then the next thing is how we are planning the project. So acquiring the project team is an important part of human resource management. So we need to acquire qualified people for the team. So you know that for most of the interviews are conducted by the HR team, right? So the HR team conduct the interviews and filter out the qualified personalities. So the project manager who is the smartest person on the team has done a poor, if the person has done a poor job of recruiting, then that company is going in a failure path, right? So it is very important to assign the appropriate type and the number of people to work on project at the appropriate time, right? So sometimes for some project, they will need more staffs to work on. So the HR team should analyze about these and do the correct thing at the correct time. So the next one is developing a project team. So the main goal of team development is to help people work together more effectively to improve the project performance. So if the person are having contradictions among them and conflicts among them, then that project team is not going to meet their actual requirement with 100 100% success. So the main goal among the teams should be they need to work together. They need to respect each other. They need to collaborate together, right? So these things should be considered when developing a project team. And it takes teamwork to successfully complete most of the project, as I said. Teamwork is very important. So if you see what's happening in Sri Lanka now, teamwork, the unity among the people will lead to a successful pathway, right? So the next, we have the Tuckman model for the team development. So they have several processes called forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. So you can go through these things and find out what each of these steps, what is the process that is conducted in each of these steps, right? So the next one is managing the project team. So managing the project team is mainly done by the project manager. So they lead their teams in performing various project activities. So after assessing the team performance and related information, the project manager must decide if the changes should be requested to the project, if corrective or preventive action should be recommended, and if updates are needed to the project management plan or organizational project. So these things are considered when the project manager takes important decisions in the project. So for the project management, there are some tools and techniques used among the teams. So observation and conservation is a technique. Project performance appraisals, then interpersonal skills are very important, and then how you are going to handle the conflicts. So there are several conflict handling modes when it comes to human resource management. So first one is the confrontation. So confrontation means they directly make face-to-face communication and directly solve the problem. So this is a direct approach. Then compromising. So compromising means it is kind of like a give and take approach. So you come to a compromise with another person by communicating with them. And then smoothing. So smoothing means de-emphasize areas of difference and emphasize areas of agreement. So we are kind of like not emphasizing the areas that gives the difference among the different thoughts among the members, and we are just emphasizing and discussing the areas that all the people in a team are agree. Then the fourth conflict handling mode is forcing. So this is kind of a win or lose approach. And then we can have withdrawal. So retreat or withdraw from an actual or potential disagreement can also be a conflict handling mode, or else we can do collaborating. So this means we incorporate decision makers, incorporate different viewpoints of different people, and then we discuss it among the people and develop a consensus and commitment. So this is how the conflict handling, these are the conflict handling modes, and we use the most suitable conflict handling mode in a suitable situation. So now let's go to the summary of the project human resource management. So this includes managing the humans who are considered as the resources of a corporate or a company. So it mainly includes planning human resource management, acquiring project team, developing the project team, and managing the project team. So we saw about these in details in the lecture. So this is all about this lecture. Have a good day.